Would you be okay with paying an extra 15 cents for your next cheeseburger? How about 30 cents? Some of you would even pay an extra 50 cents. That would be the result of higher wages of roughly $15 being given to fast food workers. I agree with the editorial from the New York Times discussing the rights for unionization when it comes to fast food workers fighting for higher wages. However, I feel they could have justified why they think they deserve to have higher wages. I'm going to discuss a few reasons as to why and how they should have promoted the idea, and I will also provide additional reasons as to why the wages should be renegotiated for even a higher wage. Some of you may think that I'm crazy for thinking they deserve this wage of $15 or even more, but I can explain, with some help, of course. As I mentioned earlier, customers would only pay a small price of the wages. They would only pay a small price if the wages were to be raised. But why should we all be willing to help? The editorial I chose did not state why they felt they deserved this paycheck increase at all, and I feel with a little more evidence and support, it would have made their argument that much stronger. According to the Washington Post, news report said you would pay an extra 17 cents for a Big Mac. And to be honest, I doubt some of us would even notice unless you witnessed the McDonald's large dollar being raised to $1.19. We all noticed that. But that's beside the point because for a small price we pay, we can help reduce poverty by making it easier to provide for their families. The editorial speaks that workers feel they are not being paid enough, from which a customer perspective is preposterous because all they do is flip burgers. Which might be true, but imagine you were in their shoes, working paycheck to paycheck just to make it by. In support of that, I would like to refer to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, who stated these jobs are the most grueling, or at least poorest paying, since operating without table service, means earning money without tips, which leads me to my next point. The editorial also spoke on the right for unionization and, of course, their rights in general. That part of the editorial that I am refuting is their lack of justification that could have made their claim that much stronger. What they lack in their argument was that they did not expand on their proof or evidence in their cases. They could have provided their readers with additional information and or readings. According to the New York Times, there has been evidence showing that corporations routinely impose rules, policies, and fees and technology on their franchises that directly determine how and how much fast food work, and by extension, how much they get paid. The editorial ends shortly after without mentioning the things they found or even providing examples. This is something that can be easily overlooked because they did not expand on the things they found, which gives the audience a major cliffhanger. In transition, I will now talk about my next point. Another point I feel could have been discussed are the injuries that the workers receive. According to the Workers' Compensation Watch, workers are taken care of properly. Workers are taken care of properly. When they have an injury, they were told to treat it with a condiment like mustard or mayonnaise rather than using medical ointment. There are plenty of reasons as to why they feel they should receive higher wages. They should have made their argument more stable, making it a sustainable topic. In the article, they continue to mention how understaffing, and pressure to work faster results in injuries. And to wrap it up, my final point is that I would like to address that the editorial failed to raise the fact that the raising of wages could reaffirm the fundamental American value that work pays, according to the article from Common Dreams. This is something that kids see and learn at an early age, and for everything you do, you will be rewarded for it. If they see people in their family doing the best they can day after day, month after month, year after year, and they see they're not getting rewarded for it, what do you think they're going to do? The article went further in explaining fast food and other low-wage jobs hold workers back, offering few chances at career advancement, and the wages are too low to make savings or investments, which is limiting people before they even get started. In conclusion, I'd like to point out that the editorial that I chose did set the foundation for their argument. Unfortunately, they did not build they set the foundation for the argument. Unfortunately, they didn't start to build the house. Fast food workers can fight for higher wages if they say why they deserve it and provide justifications for it. So